Okay, the recommended CG, because this is a glow airplane before it became electric, it's got this wide range between 2 3/4 and 3 3/4. The reason it's got a wide range is because if this was a glow powered plane, it would have a fuel tank, and as the fuel sloshes around and as more gets used, then the CG is changing. Hey YouTube, it's Sean, Griffin RC Planes. Okay, I'm going to take your guys' advice and put the plane together. We'll get it on the CG machine, then we'll decide where the speed control is going to go. Since I've last talked to you guys, I've removed all these screws. I've cut them a little shorter. I've also put a little piece of foam between the battery and the back of the firewall here where the bolts were, just in case the battery slid forward, that it wouldn't nick what a little bit of the bolts are still poking through. I've got a battery loaded up in there. It's a 4S 3300. And I'll give you guys a close-up look, and then we'll put the wings on and get the CG machine out. I'll give you guys a little peek inside here. Got that little bit of a foam or whatever you want to call it. Plus I cut the bolts off shorter. So the little piece of foam is going to keep the battery from sliding forward to hit the bottom bolts. And the motor shaft clears. So we still don't have any room for a speed control inside here. I just went and grabbed a speed control real quick. There's just no room. You know, there's already not much room in there to work with your fingers to do the Velcro. So, let's put it together. Alright, let's get the wings on this guy. First, we got the wing tube. This one's aluminum. Then we'll flip her upside down. Hopefully I got enough room for the wing here. The way it's sitting on the stand. Servo wire. Loosen up the hold down bolt. Putting a little pressure on it as I tighten up the wing bolt. Alright, now the other side. Alright. Alrighty. Put a little pressure on it while I'm tightening it up. Wings are on. Put the doorway on this guy. Like so. Try to flip it over without breaking a bunch of stuff. There it is, assembled. Okay, the recommended CG, because this is a glow airplane before it became electric, it's got this wide range between 2 3/4 and 3 3/4. The reason it's got a wide range is because if this was a glow powered plane, it would have a fuel tank, and as the fuel sloshes around and as more gets used, then the CG is changing. So that's one good thing about going electric on a plane that was intended for glow is that the CG range is, you know, a little bit bigger. So between 2 3/4 and 3 3/4, we'll just put a mark right in the middle of that. So we'll go at 3 1/4 back from the leading edge. The leading edge is the very front part of the wing. 3 1/4. All right, I just locked it down, my little caliper here. Then I've got some little stickers that I don't know where I got these from, but I've used them to mark a lot of my planes. Don't want to poke your covering, so I'm just kind of eyeballing the up and down this to be straight with the leading edge. And I'm going to try to put this sticker right in the middle of it on both sides. I might need to move that one sticker just a little bit. Right about there. I'm going to line it up. There's a spar I just noticed going right down the wing right here, and that's most likely right where the CG range is. Quick look at the manual showing the CG. 3 1/4 is the middle. The range is 2 3/4 to 3 3/4 back from the leading edge of the wing. And to measure the CG with the plane upside down. Here's my homemade CG machine. Just made it out of some metal. A couple L brackets. I got no idea what they went to. It's not going to be as accurate as something else, but it does the job. So let's put the plane on it. It's going to go something like that. I added a few more stickers. There's a big piece of wood running all the way length, and I can see it. You guys probably can't, but I measured out evenly. You can see some of the ribs in there. Then I put these yellow stickers right on top of that piece of wood going the whole ways, just so that I can mark 2 different spots here and have 2 different parts to look at. So 2 3/4 to 3 3/4. In the middle is 3 1/4, and that's where we're going to mark it. And you need to go from the very wing root. So doing that, 3 1/4 is right there. And then looking at the sticker, 2 3/4 is about in the middle of this yellow one. So the beginning of the CG is where the yellow is, the middle is where the orange is, and the pink, and then the farthest point of the CG, the 3 3/4, would be farther on back. We want to aim for this orange and the yellow one. And I've got my homemade CG machine that happens to be that wide. So let's see what we got here. Let me get it set up. Alright, CG machine, airplane, got a prop on it, prop nut in the washer. The only thing we're missing is the receiver and the speed control. Alrighty. That is about the 3. That's right around 3. That's the beginning of it at 2 3/4. kind of tough to have it hang on there for so long because it pushes on the covering. Really, really tail heavy. Super duper tail heavy. Speed control as far forward as I can get it, and doesn't help much at all. If I do go closer to the 3 and 3/4, it's a little lighter, but not enough that we could fly it at the 3 3/4. So regardless, well, I'll tell you about it in a second. Well, there you have it. Hey, that was good advice from you guys to say, hey, put the battery in there, then let's figure out what to do with the speed control. So it's nose heavy, period. So we're gonna have to add some weight. So at this point, it really doesn't matter where we put the speed control because we're gonna have to add some weight. So that's a bummer. I was actually thinking about Maiden this thing tomorrow on Sunday. If we got it on a CG machine and I laid the speed control on top and it got it really close to being balanced, I was going to go ahead and figure out some way to attach the speed control to the bottom with some Velcro or something. I would have got it on there, and then threw a receiver in it, and we would program the receiver tomorrow at the field. But being that we're going to have to put some weight up front and all that, still the canopy's not on here either. Now it doesn't weigh all that much, but it weighs something, so that's going to play into the effect as well. So anyways, that's all we got for this one. We're a step closer. I even rebuilt the motor and cut the bolts off. So I was really wanting to Maiden it tomorrow, but we'll do it again next weekend. But hey guys, thank you much. It's getting late. I'm gonna hit the sack and go flying tomorrow. I'll get some footage for you guys, and I guess that's all for this one. Subscribe if you haven't. Give me a thumbs up. That really means a whole lot, guys. It really, really, really does. And then do this guy right here. Ring the notification bell so you don't miss my next video. And until next time, you will see me